What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the spot where we kick back in, react to all kind of different things. Alright, what we got going on today? We're getting to another Dan Bull. It's been a little while since I did Dan Bull, but we're about to jump into one. This one feels like it's about to hit home for me. This one is How Gaming Saved My Life. Gamers Without Borders. I haven't even gotten to this yet, and the title is already speaking to me because I'm one of those who can say, yeah, I can say that video games are there for me during some really dark times. So, oh man, I hope this doesn't get too. I don't want to get emotional on this one, because this one is something I feel like I can really relate to. But let's go ahead and get into this. All right, but before we do, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, what are you waiting for? It costs you nothing. It's absolutely free. It's not Twitch or some of the other places that try to charge. It's not Twitter. Twitter's charging people now too. So no, it's none of them. It's YouTube. It's absolutely free. Absolutely free, and it keeps you up on all the new videos get dropped on this channel. Not to mention, it gets us one step closer to our goal of trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year. All right, so if you haven't subbed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and become an official supporter of the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this.
San Diego, California's record high temperature is 114.
Alexa, quiet. What is wrong with this Alexa now? It just keeps, I don't know. It's something weird going on. It's like twice now it's interrupted me. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. Dan Bull, How Gaming Saved My Life. Gamers Without Borders. Let's go. He's doing it with the setting of Minecraft. Nice.
Video games help me survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept me alive through the darkest nights. Gaming let me live a little life in my mind that I could quit if I didn't like it, but wouldn't have known it if I didn't try. Think of it as a different type of literature, cinema, the vision of a different time. My daily life changed since I gamified it, made it mine. It wouldn't be the same if I stayed inside my alien mind.
Oh man. That right there, just it lays out so much with just so few words and everything. Cause it's like basically what he was conveying was like being able to escape and get into the worlds and these stories that come through with these different games and everything. It helps you, it's like, you know, keep it out of his ailing mind. It's like you don't want to be in a position where you're just stuck thinking about what's going on in your life. In terms of, especially when things are bad, and especially when you're young and you can hardly do anything about it too, you know? So, oh, I feel that so much. I relate to that so much, man. Being able to have something to escape with, something, yeah. Bring it all the way back, bring it all the way back.
Video games help me survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept me alive through the darkest nights. Gaming let me live a little life in my mind that I could quit if I didn't like it, but wouldn't have known it if I didn't try. Think of it as a different type of literature, cinema, the vision of a different time. My daily life changed since I gamified it, made it mine. It wouldn't be the same if I stayed inside my alien mind. I've been failing life, unable to find a way to hide it. This pain inside, it's great to get to taking pride in it. My brain is trying, playing mind games, so I'm playing my games to stabilize and save my life.
And like I said, it's like when you're a child and you can't do. You'd be surprised how many people were able to find stability through gaming. You know? Oh man, this song is hitting already. We're barely into it. We are barely into it. It's not just me. I've heard so many stories from other people about how gaming helped them out and everything, how it was their safe haven. And yeah, I was one of those. You know, not to go into details and stuff, but you know, I had a pretty rough upbringing. So it was like, this was my escape. And I was born in '84, so I had to grow up in the time where you got ridiculed for liking video games, you know? Hard. So it was rough. It was rough. On top of dealing with all my BS, I gotta deal with the BS of people ridiculing me for trying to escape the BS. It's like, really? I'm just not allowed to be at peace, you know? Yeah, I really relate to this.
eyes and save my life. Games let me keep score. One of the wise, I want to be able to summarize the basic reason why I'm even here for. See a door and open it, see a portal, go for it. See alone, you're motionless, you know to click and open up that coconut. We speak for those that haven't spoken up, there's loads of us. We were asleep, but now we've woken up.
Ooh, did he just... Well, this game, I forgot the name of it, but I have it. It's on my Nintendo Switch, and I also, what was it, on Xbox? Yeah, it was on Xbox originally. This is one of those hidden gem type of games. It's really, really fun if you want a really interesting story. Not to mention the narrator in this game is just so good.
Now we've woken up. Games help me survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept me alive through the darkest nights. Although on the surface it seemed I was sitting isolated, my purpose really was to socialize outside my cage. You see, this virtual world was the environment I'd find my mates in and be part of something larger than the size of my location.
Nice. Yes. Online gaming. Met so many friends online. So many good experiences. A few bad ones, but that's just life. But yeah, being able to find like-minded people through online gaming is such an awesome thing. And yeah, for somebody, like I said, who started gaming when I started gaming, it was a long time before we had that capability and everything. And usually the only way you was going to game with people is if you found people in your neighborhood, and like I said, it wasn't always the case. Sometimes, a lot of times, you were just by yourself.
To judge others on character traits and not the nation. Learn teamwork, communication, and cooperation. I play Civilization with other civilizations.
Civilization! Oh man, see, oh my god, this is not only touching my heart, this is over here taking me back. Civilization, the OG Civilizations. Oh man, so many hours put in. Both on and offline, because offline mode dealing with the computer AI is pretty freaking tough. So both modes were great.
With other civilizations, traded shots, gifts, and information. Give and take. My Game Boy's old and grey, but it's the same Game Boy that I hold today. How could I?
You still got your same Game Boy? Nice, which I still have mine. It's not easy to keep up with stuff that long.
My Game Boy's old and grey, but it's the same Game Boy that I hold today. How could I have sold it? Face the pain of seeing it thrown away.
Yeah, for me, it was literally just thrown away. It didn't work anymore. I don't even know what happened to it. I didn't break it. I know that much. But
and now it sits by my Switch, another generation. Gaming gave me a rich extracurricular education. I went to places and ages school never bothered teaching. The USSR to Egypt and even more farther reaching. For real, people do not credit games for being able to actually teach. Like, I'm a big advocate for educational games, and not just educational games, but epic games that just teach you certain things or just placed at certain times. Like, for example, I'm really into Japanese culture and everything in terms of, you know, not just anime and stuff, but like the histories and things like that. One game series, the Samurai Warriors, that game, because we didn't have, you know, as much information out, that game didn't so much teach me, but it pointed me in the right direction to learn a lot about a lot of awesome people from that era that really lived and everything. So when people say that you can't learn anything from gaming, bullshit. Samurai Warriors sent me on an entire cultural journey because they put so much factual information in the game next to all the fantasy that it pretty much draws you in. So when people say you can't learn anything from gaming, bullshit. Okay, nah. And YouTube, don't get on me for that. Part of the crowd in revolutionary France, fleetingly felt what it felt to give a brand new future a chance. I empathize with other point of view, living in a bubble. What else was a country boy to do? I took my surroundings for granted till my eyes fell upon an oblivious sunset. Nearly cried, waiting for.
Woo! Oblivious Sunset, nearly. Oh man, the fact that he brought up Oblivion and not Skyrim. Oh man, damn bull. Love you, man, because everybody talks about Skyrim like that was the only one in the series. It's part 5, people. There's other games. The history of that entire series is awesome. And Oblivion was the one. It wasn't Skyrim that changed the game for the series. It was Oblivion that changed the game for the series. They made so many improvements between Oblivion and Morrowind that, oh man, yes. I love the fact that he brought that one up specifically. Because when this one came out with the updated graphics and everything, like Skyrim is great, but Skyrim just branched off of this one. This one changed everything for the series. Make me over here nerding out.
Nearly cried, waiting for the dawn to come. Morning sun, feel it rise. Now I appreciate experiencing the real skies. I come outside, some rain splashes on the paving, and I'm like, these graphics are amazing. How many polygons are in a single drop of liquid? The figure's probably bigger than even your god predicted. The laws of physics are a code by which we're not restricted, because we've been modding it since the first bit of rock was lifted. Real life and VR life are gonna be like spot the difference. It's not really a surprise, we realize we got addicted. Logging in can steal time until we've lost the big picture. Popular opinions we see online are often twisted.
I mean, yeah, it kind of gets that way. Gaming is getting so big, it's getting kind of convoluted. You get a lot of crap going on in the gaming industry these days. All these different gaming genres and everything. Some of them, like some of them are legit genres. Some of them are just cash grabs, just people just trying to get you out your money and everything. So yeah, it's not all perfect, but it's not all bad either.
Because we've been modding it since the first bit of rock was lifted. Real life and VR life are gonna be like spot the difference. It's not really
gonna be like spot the difference. It's almost like that now. It's pretty much there depending on what you're using, what technology you're using. We are pretty much on the edge of VR life pretty much being identical. The hard part is finding a computer system that can run it consistently 24 hours a day and have everybody on it. So we're ways from that. We are a long ways from something that massive, but we're getting there.
a surprise. We realize we got addicted. Logging in can steal time until we've lost the big picture. Popular opinions we see online are often twisted. But despite the cost of this, I'm highly optimistic.
Yeah.
To leave the drop and reach the top, we've got to risk it.
We've got to. You can't just. Everything has problems. You can never have a perfect system of anything. So you can't run away just because there's some negative sides to the gaming industry. There's negative sides to everything. Look at Hollywood. Shoot. And people still trying to line up to become famous actors and producers and directors and stuff. But so, it's the negative things you just got to work towards fixing. You don't abandon it. Nope. So I'm right with you right there, Dan. I'm right with you.
Drop and reach the top, we've got to risk it. We've got to paint on the wall of the cave. Unless we want to keep replaying the oldest to save. You're not just holding the fort, mate, you're holding your fate. That's why I'll take my control to the grave. So until the day my face is like my Game Boy old and grey, I will remember that I'm never too old to play.
Never too old to play. That's what I'm talking about. They'll give it that, oh, you're too old for games. Bullshit. Some of these games are too old for these kids. Have you seen some of them? Some of these games are too old for these kids. Oh, man. Love it. Oh man, I love this so much. This is all the way up at the top already. All the way at the top. This is because of just how it's speaking to me. This is my favorite Dan Bull track. I'm just saying it now. This is my favorite Dan Bull track. It went past all the Star Wars ones he was doing, which I love.
Survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights. Games helped us survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights. Games helped us survive through the hardest times. Gaming kept us alive through the darkest nights. Blippity blip blue. A blippity blip blip.
Now I know I didn't mention every game he showed in the video, but that's because it would have doubled the length of this video. I didn't want to make it that long, just me referencing every game that he references. Because yeah, I recognize the majority of the games that were in here. Some of them I played, some of them I heard about, some of them I was on like crazy, like just on a regular basis, just grinding them. Oh man, so yeah, this song. Let me see, is there anything else? No, that's it.
Hey.
That's it. But yeah, this song spoke to my heart. Like I said, I was one of them, and I know I'm not the only one. There's so many of us. There's so many of us who use game as escapism to get away from bullshit that we ourselves couldn't address because we were too young, bullshit that we were just stuck in because we were kids, you know, that kind of mess. And there's so much of it going on out there, and then you find the outlet, you get ridiculed for having the outlet. That's why I've absolutely loved the transition that we've gone through in the past like 10-15 years as I watched gaming become more accepted. It's like, I know you get people out there who say they get mad and everything because there's so many people who are gamers now who wasn't gamers back then, and some of these new gamers were the ones ridiculing us. Let's just be honest now. You know who you are. So there's a lot of people out there who feel offended by how gaming has gotten to right now because they still feel it as like a niche thing, but it's got to grow. If you don't let it grow, it's not going to become, because you have to remember that back then when we were getting ridiculed, we wanted everybody to give it a try and experience it and to not ridicule it. Now that they're actually doing that, you can't get mad because that's what we wanted in the first place. That was one of the things that we wanted in the first place. So, you know, it comes to territory. So I love the fact that we have so many gamers now. I love it. And it just makes things so, you know, you can get into anything that you want and find like-minded people. That's pretty much where we're at now. So that's the positive side of gaming that I like in the current framework right now. But yeah, this took me back. This touched my heart. Almost teared up. All right, y'all. Well, y'all know what to do. Go down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. Let me know what you'd like to see me react to next. Hit that like button before you go. Share this video with everyone you know. And subscribe if you haven't done so already. All right? So, till next time, take care of yourselves. And I'm out of here.